What is up, YouTube? Live via satellite here, and today we are discussing Kingdom. And in particular, guys, we are going to be talking about what I think Shiba Shou's role could be. And lately, guys, we've been introduced to a lot of new characters in Zao. Shiba Shou is actually one of them, and Prince Ka is another. And I think these two characters are actually intertwined. I think that these two characters both need each other. And what I think is going to happen is this, guys. We learned a couple things about Shiba Shou. When we first meet Shiba Shou and he's dealing with Ordo, we find out basically that Shiba Shou is incredibly strong. He was actually offered one of the spots on the Three Great Heavens, but he turned it down because he despises Central Zao. And he actually fakes an illness so he can avoid all his summons to the capital. Now, why would he do this? There's only one reason I can think of that a general would not want to be a great heaven in Zao. And it's only one reason, and I'm sure you all know it, and it's King TOJO. I mean, this king is responsible for Renpa, one of the greatest generals in Kingdom, leaving Zao. I mean, they don't specifically say it, but it's clear that this is one of the reasons that he doesn't deal with Central Zao. And I think this is just another nail in the coffin for King TOJO. So in my opinion, King TOJO has to die. And there's just so many reasons why. Because, I mean, one, you have people who don't even want to fight for him. Riboku's trying to defend all of Zao by himself. And the king has a nerve to threaten Riboku, saying that if he loses Gaio, that he will not only kill him, but also his subordinates. And at the end of all this, I do think that Riboku will lose Gaio, but I also think that he's not going to die just yet. So the king has to be the odd man out. Why else would they introduce this prince, right? So he could die in a variety of ways. I've heard possibly Riboku may do it himself and go Jaime Lannister Kingslayer mode on him. There's also the possibility that the prince himself could do it, because he seems like he's willing to go to any extreme to get the job done, even if it means killing his insane father. And there's also the possibility of Kakukai, who didn't seem to like the king's last little rant when he was talking about pretty much not giving a damn about anybody in Zao. Kakukai looks like, oh, I didn't sign up for this. We actually have to remember that this guy has connections, because he actually did a deal with Ryo Fui back during the Sekio Rebellion arc. So you know he has a lot of things at his disposal. Bottom line is, I think TOJO has to die here. And if he does die and Prince Ka takes over, that would immediately resolve a lot of problems. And I think at this point, we would finally be able to fill the third seat of the Great Heavens. And I think Shiba Shou would actually fight for Prince Ka. Whereas he didn't want to fight for TOJO, I think he wouldn't mind fighting for Prince Ka. And I think he would gladly accept that third seat as one of the Great Heavens. So then, I mean, could you imagine it? So then we would have not only Riboku, not only Houken, but also Shiba Shou. And we would have all three of the Great Heavens. Because think about it. The entire series, you know, we haven't had all three Great Heavens. We've had just two people sitting in the seats, but we've never had that third role filled. And that always bugged me about this three great. Why even call it the Three Great Heavens? Just call it the Two Great Heavens, because you don't have a third. But we would finally have all three Great Heavens. And that's what I think Shiba Shou's role will be in the future. And then we would actually get to see what Riboku's really made of when he actually has help. Because, I mean, Houken's help, but he's, you know, he does his own thing. And Riboku's hands have been tied for pretty much the entirety of the series by King TOJO. So what will happen if we have a Riboku with free reign and actual help like Shiba Shou? And then they could really put up a good defense in Zao. Because obviously we wouldn't be introduced to all these new characters if things are just going to be done and over with that fast, right? But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.